Welcome back to the podcast, guys. My name is Alan,
Hey, my name is Jorge.
and today we have a special guest, man. We have a celebrity in the house.
Cállate
Let's
tú.
go.
Yissel Lopez, thank you for coming on.
Hello.
There we go. Let's go.
Okay.
Yissel,
Mande.
so you live in Portland, and I didn't know that you were actually you were raised here in Salem. So you went to Sprague.
I went to Sprague. I went to Four Corners Elementary School. I went to Houck Middle School, and then I went to Sprague.
Dang, you're the ops. He went to McNary, and then I went to McKay for a few years.
Yeah, my
Yep.
older sister went to McKay.
Did she? Oh, actually, no. You went to McKay first 2
I
years.
went to McKay too.
También.
Bad.
What year did you go to McKay? No, Sprague.
Sprague, I went from all 4 years.
Or
from
your sister. What-
my
yeah.
sister, she's older than me by like 10 years. So she got to go to McKay because that's where she was living. That was the closest high school, pero I was supposed to go to North.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
where
okay.
I wanted to go. That's where
Yeah.
all my friends were at. And my mom pushed me to go to Sprague. So I went to an out of district transfer, I guess is what they called it. So I
Yeah.
went to a very, how do I say it without being impolite, white
Yeah.
neighborhood. And it felt very odd being the only person of color in that school.
I've heard that. I've heard that a lot from a lot of different people. It's just a little bit different when, especially you that you grew up, and like us, that you grew up going to schools on this side of town, and you're used to going to school with people like us, our color, that have our, como se dice, they have like our, they celebrate what we celebrate. We have a lot of things in common, and then just going to that, it's really different.
It was different. I veces a culture shock because even the people that I thought looked like me, I veces que eran adoptados, which is fine, but they didn't speak Spanish. So I was like legit just,
Yeah.
I felt like alone. So I made friends, but I do miss a lot of the people that I wish I had gone to North with.
I bet. So you said you went all 4 years. You graduated from Sprague. Dang, you lasted all 4 years then.
I'm an Olympian.
Dang. So your mom didn't want you to go to North?
No. No. I wanted to go.
Dang.
Pero it was really bad at the time. Supuestamente. I don't know how it is now, but
I mean,
back then.
según todavía, they always
Según?
say that, but
they?
yeah,
Is it still bad?
that's what they say. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, you guys, if it is true.
Your mom's gonna be like, te dije.
Ya ves? Oh my God.
Pero no hacen caso.
I know.
Yeah. Nah.
La regañada.
my daughter in 2 years, she should be going to North. Pero todos me dicen, no, tráela McNary, you know? Because we live in Kaiser. But the only reason she's going to North is because she's going in, fue elementary, fue a grant. And then they have the dual language. So they get certified as dual language as soon as they get out of high school. So it's another step less that you have to do in college.
Yeah.
So es más fácil, you know, something like that. Pero ahí todos hablan español. Todos. Si eres, you know, obviamente hispano, güero, moreno, asiático, todos, hasta los papás hablan español.
Wow.
Yeah, so ahí la pusimos ahí. It's like a good community aquí en Grant. And so if you want to continue with that program, you go to Parish. And from Parish, you go to North to finish that. So she's been growing up in that, you know. But no, everyone keeps telling me, no, North is so bad. I mean, everybody already said that Parish was so bad.
But you're trying to set her up for success, right? I think that's really nice of you. I hope that if she's a smart girl, I think she won't get into trouble.
And that's what I tell Alan and people. I'm like, I know my daughter. Like, if I know North is probably not the best.
Yeah.
Pero there's always good in a lot of things, right? There's always leaders in North. There's always, you know, club presidents or lo que sea.
Yeah.
No todo es malo. So
No.
at one point, who's going to take those spots? You know, eventually my daughter could take those spots. She doesn't, I mean, you go to any school, hang out with the wrong people, yeah. So,
That's cute.
yeah.
Good for
But
you.
so I'm, you know, so far she's still with North, but, you know, we do live in Kaiser and she, you know, she plays sports. So she might be like, oh, I want to go to McNary to play, you know,
Okay.
the better sports. But ahorita,
We'll see.
yeah, it's cool though. But they say it's dangerous though. Just to get to your point again to North, but
Okay.
I think it's cool.
Prove me wrong,
Yeah,
people.
exactly. I went to McKay and they said it was bad. I'm
It
like,
was
"Dude,
also the other bad one.
I was there. And
I was there.
that it happened. You know, it was all good.
Yeah.
¿Y tú? Remind me again.
McKay. Well, I went to McKay my freshman year.
Oh, this guy went everywhere.
I went everywhere. I went to McKay my freshman year, and then I also did an out of school transfer my sophomore year. I went to South for my sophomore year.
Ooh.
I think South wasn't bad. I feel like South is an in between Sprague and McKay.
It is.
So it's like you still have a lot of people that grew up in your area too, and then you have the other side, right? So I think that was the best of both worlds. But then I ended up graduating from Cascade, out in Turner. So that was a little bit different. That was also
Wow, that's quite a change.
it was a big change, and we went to they called it West State High School. So it was kind of like branched off of the school, but it was still part of the school technically. So my diploma says Cascade, but I went from going to South, which I think we had like 5,500 students in the school. I think we probably had over 1,000 people in my class. I went from that to West State High School. I graduated with a class of like 8. It was a super small school. So it's like we didn't have classes like we do in high school, right? You guys have 5 or 6 or 7 classes throughout the day. No, we had one classroom, and we were in that one classroom. This is like elementary school again, but for high schoolers.
Wow.
And then you made your own schedule there. Like it was I don't remember if I ever told you, but when I got my first job, I just like told them, I'm like, hey, I gotta leave a couple hours early because I gotta go to work. And then they're like, oh, bring me a pay stub, make sure that you're working. And I brought them a pay stub, and they're like, okay. So then I would just leave early a couple hours every day, and it was like, it was normal.
Damn.
Wow.
And that's that.
Must be nice.
But that was I was like SK Online kind of. It was like an SK Online school, so a little bit different.
You weren't a troublemaker, were you?
No, I was just around troublemakers. That's it.
Okay.
So, but yeah, no, it was cool. You know, I still got my high school diploma and everything, so we're good.
Yay.
Now we're here.
Awesome. I have my graduation ring. Oh, wrong finger. Pero es que it fits big, pero ahí
Bam.
está.
There you go.
Let's go. Did you get a graduation ring?
Nah, I was gonna about to ask you the same thing. No.
Pero mira, 2011. I just gave my age away. 2011.
Is the rock, is that the color, is that because of a specific year, or is that because of a specific school?
The color is just because that's my birthstone.
Oh, you picked the Bristol. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you pick, I remember you would pick everything, or that?
Yeah, you can customize it. This one, though, I felt fancy at the time. It was one of the Darion collection ones. It was a Beyonce brand. And I was like, ooh. So I picked it. Pero it's like one of the few pieces of jewelry that I wear day in, day out. I don't think I ever take it off. I did lose the little thingy on the top, but I just glued it on. So now I'm able to wear it again.
There you go.
I know. I'm happy.
Bam.
You didn't get one?
No, I didn't get one. I don't even think they offered us that, dude.
Oh,
No, dude.
No. They just gave you the day off.
Yeah, they just. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think I even got offered one.
Did you walk to get your diploma?
Nah.
Did they
No.
just hand it to you?
I picked it up from the office.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Oh, I mean, to be fair, I graduated a little bit late. I think school ended like, I think it was like the 11th or 12th of June. And I didn't think I graduated till a month after. So, because we were still doing SK Online stuff. So I went, but I just walked into the office and got my diploma. So it was facilito.
Damn, I'm sorry you didn't get a walk though.
Nah, it's all right. It wouldn't have been the same though, just because like the people that I went to school with at McKay or South, none of them were there. So it's like it probably would have been more awkward to walk, you know,
in front of 7 other people.
Yeah. Well, no, because it would have been with the whole school, because that school would have walked with Cascade, which there's probably been like another 20 or 30 people. I mean, there wasn't that many. But I think it would have been a little weird, so I wouldn't have walked anyways.
That's crazy how small that was.
It was small.
Wow.
That is small, dude. Hell.
So just a little different, you know?
Tell me
Just a little
about it.
different. So let's go back to you instead of
my
my
God.
high school times.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have a very interesting career path that you chose.
Huh.
So let's talk about this, the art, the passion for the art that you decided to pursue.
The music. Pues I've always liked music. I don't know, mariachi has always just been a big thing in my life. But lástima que I never had the opportunity to really study music, like para leer, like sheet music. I'm like the worst at it, pero I did learn how to play piano by ear. So you play a song and I'll be able to figure it out on the piano. I can do that. Pero I've always liked music. Never got to really dive into it, pero the passion's there. I did take singing classes, even in high school and middle school and all that. I was in choir. And then I think it was when I was like 15, I started really getting into belly dance, and then Bollywood dancing, different Indian styles of dance. Um, and then, I don't know, I just kind of took off from there, but I honestly didn't think I would be doing this for a living. Nomás fue un sueño. Like, someday it would be nice to be a singer, but I never thought que I'd be fighting and pushing for it.
How old were you when you started doing mariachi then? Was that the 15? No.
No, yo siempre cantaba mariachi ahí. Because that's all my parents pretty much listened to. Just all música regional, all the oldies, Bronco, Los Bukis, and then Antonio Aguilar, Pepe Aguilar. Vicente Fernandez. So yeah, I grew up listening to all of that music. Pero yo creo que también lo que me inspiró mucho, I think, to go towards mariachi fue siempre viendo esas serenatas. Like in those old school movies when the girls would just come out at night and the guys would just be singing there for the girls. I was like, man, that is just beautiful. So I don't know. I think that just kind of ignited something in me. Y pues de allí siempre, anytime I hear the strum of a guitar, I'm just like, I love it. Pero when I was like originally trying to kind of start like auditioning for like American Idol, The Voice, I was like singing in English. I was singing a lot of like R&B songs, pero I think after a few years, I just came back to mariachi. But I've also, throughout the years, have been studying dance. I don't know why I mix my Indian dancing with mariachi. Don't ask why. I don't even know. Pero it feels good to me. Mm-hmm. And I feel like as long as it entertains people, I think that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you the only singer in the family? Or does your family come from a singing background?
My mom, she was in a banda when she was younger. She was performing in Woodburn. I don't know if she was performing here in Salem, pero she was in a band. She did the percussions, and she liked music. Y mi papá también. He actually, I'm not going to lie, I haven't spoken to my father in years. But I know he sings mariachi, and I know he does music.
It's just in the blood then.
So, yeah. So I kind of stalk him from time to time just to make sure he's okay. Not that I need to talk to him. I don't think I'm ready for that. But I do check up, and I see what he's doing in life, and I'm happy to see that I did get that influence from both of them. They both individually liked music. And that was the one thing that I got from them.
So on your page, your roots come from, I don't know that word.
Wirarica.
Wirarica. Okay, I didn't want to say it.
It's okay.
What is that? What is that? Or what does that come from? What is that?
La gente Wirarica, a.k.a. Huichol, vienen del estado de Nayarit. My family comes from Puente de Camotlán in Nayarit. I don't know if it was my great-grandmother, but one of the greats. She was from the tribe, and de allí, pues, I know the family tienen algunas tradiciones that they have, but I don't know how close they were to the traditions. My mom tells me that she used to go to ceremony, so I know she kind of like grew up with that. Pero life brought us up to Oregon, and I haven't had the opportunity to go down or experience that. Pero I'm still proud of my roots, and I'm still proud of where my mom comes from. So that's what I do with my mariachi. I feel like I don't know. I love seeing los trajes de charro, pero like also after a while, I was like, we need more representation. I was like, there's more to Mexico than just trajes de charro and just looking all pretty in a big fluffy dress. I was like, there's more to us. And por eso también quise andar usando all of this like huichol beadwork because I want that representation because you also see it everywhere in Mexico, but people don't stop to think that these people are still around, that where does this art come from? It legit comes from indigenous people that are creating this. And I guess with my music, I just also want to entertain people, but also bring that representation in music that I don't think we have yet in mariachi. And honestly, I'm scared to do it. Sometimes I feel like Mexico's not ready for it. I hear some of the backlash that like Yalitza gets when Namor was coming out. It was all like this like controversy. So it's like I know it's gonna be kind of scary to dive in that realm, but I feel like we need it though.
I think it's unique.
It's
I like
unique.
the
Thank you.
style.
It's very
I really
unique.
like the
Yeah.
style. I think it speaks volumes. You know, if as long as you believe in it yourself and you're proud of it, and it's your art form, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why not? So
Yeah.
you know, I mean, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter what other people think. You know, as long as you like it yourself, you're head on. De una
Yeah.
vez, you know. But that brings me to the next question. Do you ever see anybody give you like weird faces, como like
Really?
it's mariachi or like porque obviously it's
Yeah.
not common, right? So
No, yeah, I get those faces, or I feel like sometimes I don't get the reaction I'm kind of hoping for because yeah, I come out looking out of the ordinary. Pero I like it. Even if people don't want to take pictures with me, I like what I wore. I like how different I looked, and I just like that my performances are not like everyone else's. So yeah, I veces que sí me da miedo to be different. I veces que no, but I guess it's just I just want to do it right. I don't want to offend anyone too, especially when I'm trying to represent like indigenous roots. No quiero hacer nada to offend anyone. I don't soy mal hablada, so yes, expect that. Pero like I'm gonna try so hard to be respectful to all cultures.
I think that's what matters. I think people can tell when people try, and I think people can tell when they don't try. So I think that I think people can see that. I don't know.
I think so too. I mean, like if
Thank you.
everyone's always you're not gonna be able to please everyone, pero you know, for the majority of the people, they're gonna be able to tell. No, no le hizo con mala leche. It's just that's what it is, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody else like they're picking at it. They're probably like that everywhere though, not just in
Yeah.
certain scenarios.
No.
The Mexican Karens.
Pero they can be bad.
Mascarines.
That's guidance.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, our culture is very
They're very judgmental.
toxic. Like
Yeah.
it's just, you know, and I don't blame them. It's just the way everyone has been brought up, right, over the years, and the Spanish, and you know, back in the day, que todo es una cultura muy mixta, y it's just really different. I think people know that, and it's just I don't think it's ever gonna change, maybe, but it's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough.
I just want to bring more awareness to
Yeah.
it, open up people's minds.
Have you met a lot of people that kind of like come out to festivals and wear like indigenous stuff and follow like show their practices so people can be aware of that?
No, I've been wanting. I'd love to go to a ceremony. I do have I don't know if I could call her a cousin or an auntie. Pero she's in Arizona and she's Yaqui. So I'm excited to. I'm gonna see her in a couple of weeks. So I'm excited to go and check out her res. So not really ceremony, but at least she'll show me around and maybe I'll get to see something cultural and significant to the Yaqui culture. So someday.
Nice. Last week we had a DJ. She was her tribe was Navajo.
Navajo tribe.
Navajo up in Arizona? Oh, no, New Mexico.
So she was from, I forgot what she called it. She was from Arizona, I believe, but she was from, there's a spot where the four states intersect.
Colorado, New Mexico, no?
And I forgot what she called
Four
it.
Corners?
The Four Corners or something like that. So the Navajo tribe, it surrounds all four states in that little circle right there where all states interact.
Ooh,
So she was talking about that, how she grew up there. And yeah, that was kind of interesting.
it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, she's out of Portland too.
There's more
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's out of Portland. And I think last week, too, did you buy was it last week? Donde compraste las máscaras y the beaver.
Yeah, that was last week.
That was last week, yeah. From artesanías indígenas también de México, ¿no? De
Yeah.
Oaxaca?
I'm not gonna say where because I don't wanna.
Yeah,
I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, she has an artesanía. The first mobile artesanía boutique. So she has essentially like I'm assuming it's kind of like a fifth wheel or like a travel bus, and she converted it all into like a
Boutique.
artesanía shop, boutique.
It's mobile.
It's mobile boutique, yeah.
That's what you meant
So,
by mobile.
yeah.
I thought
No,
phone. I was
No,
like,
no, no, no,
everyone's
she,
doing that.
she goes out to events and then people go everybody's and
That's funny. I was like,
Estoy vieja. Mobile
No.
still means phone to me.
yeah. A lot of, I think there's been like, I don't know if you ever seen like mobile barbershop.
I think I've seen a
See?
few like videos on like
Cosas
Facebook.
así.
Yeah.
So yeah, she says she's the first one, which is, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I've never seen one, so.
she's out of Hillsboro.
Hillsboro.
Yeah. Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go.
Congrats to
I
her.
know.
Oh.
Yeah, she's better on TikTok than this guy is. He was getting all nervous, and she was just like ready. It was impressive.
Man, some people are just ready. A veces que yo también ando bien. Give me a few tries, bro.
That's how I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I mess up once, then I mess up like 30 times. It takes me like a lot of times for me. Yeah.
Do you have to do a lot of retakes on your stuff?
Yeah, because I'm picky and like when I'm recording, that's the worst. Cuando estoy grabando like vocals, and I'm like otra vez. No.
But I noticed that you have a TikTok. So, and that TikTok, the following is a lot bigger than your Instagram, right?
Yeah.
So, but allí las videos son un poco diferentes. Do you do a lot of takes on those or?
I feel like Instagram, I'm still playing it, I could say moderately safe because all of that stuff just directly links over to Facebook. And majority of my Facebook fans are Mexican Karens.
Okay.
So I need to entertain them.
Oh, okay, I see. Because I did see the complete different styles.
Yes, in TikTok, I do a lot more indigenous emphasis on issues, on things that I are kind of like funny takes that I think are that some people that are diving into that realm might find appealing. Pero yes, a majority of my TikToks are maybe in English, but they're really more towards indigenous, whereas I want to say Instagram and all of that, that's more music, that's more, look at me being pretty.
Yeah.
Pero TikTok is more like, let's do this. Pero I've been trying to add a little bit more music to it because I feel like people still sometimes don't know I do music because I'm always like, yeah, indigenous people this, indigenous, yes, let's talk about this, let's talk about that. Pero I need to do more.
I like
music.
it though because it's a different platform, pero es algo diferente a lo que tienes aquí. So it's just I like it that way, to be honest.
And I like the crowd on my TikTok because I feel like a lot of them are in the same position as me where we're like finding our roots. Hay veces que we don't know the language. And hay veces que they prefer speaking in English because they're either adopted, they never got to know Spanish. So I like the mix of everything that I get on TikTok a little bit more. But I have noticed a little bit of the people from TikTok have been trickling over to Instagram, and I've been enjoying that because I feel like it's more of the crowd that I'm trying to. I love my Mexican Karens, but no offense, they're not really the crowd I'm trying to aim
Exactly.
for because I don't
Yeah.
think they understand my message or what all of this is trying to represent. I feel like people my age or younger are probably going to get it.
Did you start using Instagram antes que TikTok or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How did you get your following? Like, I mean, it's a big following on TikTok.
Pues,
Like, but like, did you see at one point? Did you see like something just blow up?
it was all of my indigenous stuff on TikTok
Okay.
when I was talking about like using sounds to make fun of to poke fun at something indigenous or bring up a situation. That's where I started to see that engagement.
Okay.
Right now, I just kind of put that on pause. I'm still trying to be active, but right now I'm really trying to finish this new single that I have coming out. I need to get that ready to go. And then I also have another single that I just want to push out. So I feel like that content's on pause just for a little bit, just because I want to focus a little bit more on this.
I see. Awesome. And I see you have YouTube too
También.
as well. Do you use that a lot or?
I'm still learning
Casi.
how to use it, pero casi no. I'll put up my music videos, pero as far as like shorts and all of that stuff or posting, it's
a little bit too much, no? Aquí,
It's
aquí,
too
aquí.
much
Yeah.
and
Y luego if you're trying to
tedious.
focus on your,
yeah.
yeah,
And I veces que it just gets overwhelming because it's just me
yeah.
doing everything. So then it's like I have to copy and paste, or I have to see what I wrote here and then try to upload this video over here. It's a lot of trying to figure it out, pero hopefully it's working. I think it's working.
Do you think that at one point you're gonna try to like do one video and then post it on like multiple medias, or do you think that just because you have almost 3 different like people that watch you, do you think that if you put one over here it wouldn't work as well, or just and it would just kind of affect that? Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's why some of my stuff on TikTok I don't really post on Facebook because of
Because like Mexican Karens.
because of my Mexican Karens. And again, it's like they can listen to my music, they can enjoy it, pero at the end of the day, I don't want to sound rude, but it's like they're not, again, the people that I'm trying to reach out towards. But I am grateful that they're listening to the music, but I don't think they're grasping the message.
So you kind of told us a little bit about like why you try to be a little bit different and dress the way you are because you're really proud of your roots. Would you have like an elevator pitch like that you tell people like when people ask you about that, like a 30-second thing, like explaining like everything you do? Because you're saying that you do the music and then the dancing and then there's just so much to it. I don't know. How would you explain that?
I don't know. I'm just a performer, I guess.
You're like, just watch all my media.
Just watch.
Yo.
I know. No, I mostly say I'm a mariachi singer, but I dance. I dance while I sing. I just can't help it.
There we go.
I just move. Pero I think I start off with mariachi, pero sometimes I'll be like, I legit do it all. What do you want?
Yeah. Lady of all, ¿cómo dicen? Lady of all traits.
All traits,
Yes.
All traits.
De todo.
De todo.
There you go.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about the event that you just did in Portland for El Grito?
Oh, yeah. So that was El Grito 2023 in Portland. I got to perform outside the Moda Center, and that gig I actually got because of my TikTok native community.
Nice.
It wasn't my Mexican Karens. It was my indigenous peeps. I sent a message to a few people to see if they could like write a post or not a post, but comment under a post my name and say something. And after so much engagement, the people that ran the event reached out to me. So thank you to my little community. That was awesome. Hopefully I'll be able to perform in 2024, pero I'm content that I got 2023 down.
I think
was
that's
awesome.
pretty cool. Yeah.
That must have been a great feeling.
That was so cool because I've been wanting to sing at the Cinco de Mayo event that they have in Portland at the waterfront. I've been trying to do that since I started my music. But they like, I don't know. I don't know what happened between then and now. Well, now it's because I made a lot of people. I was like, go write my name.
Yeah.
Pero I think with enough engagement, that's why they were like, oh, okay, maybe she's good.
Well, I've never been to a grito party like that. So you were telling me a little bit about it. You said that it was just a party. There was a lot of dancing, singers. Were they were they selling stuff? A lot of vendors and
Yeah,
stuff,
they had.
artesanía and everything.
They had a few tents. They had another section for food. They had games for kids. At night, they came out with los charros on top of the horses, and they do the whole ceremony and thing. Yeah, it legit gets pretty crazy. And then they had banda music, and we all know how banda gets.
Yeah.
We get down. So, yeah, it's a good time to hang out and celebrate. I didn't get to really enjoy the after party. My sister had her baby that day, so I know after the event, luego,
Damn.
I had to go. I know.
What's the baby's name?
I think she named it Ismael.
Ismael. This is all because of you, dude.
I didn't get a party.
Yeah.
Tu tía couldn't party because of you.
Shoot, no me dejó pistear.
¿Verdad? Besides that gig, do you travel a lot for like para hacer como cosas así o?
I mean, if someone's willing to pay,
Yeah.
I'll go.
I saw you also did an event in Vegas. Was that Vegas?
I go to Las Vegas for Promotores Unidos. That's where a lot of these other singers and celebrities get together. And we just do interviews. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll be able to collaborate and network and meet people. And sometimes you don't get lucky. Pero you keep on keeping on. Because I'm just too busy trying to push the single out. I'm not going anytime soon. No me urge ir. I feel like this new album and this new art that I'm trying to create is much more important than just going down there. But
The party.
I don't need a party. I'm just
See,
down.
dude, you need to learn. You need to focus on your profession and stop drinking like that, dude.
Open the fridge.
You gotta know when to quit, man.
You gotta know when to quit, dude.
I know.
Ya estás grandecito.
Iba a agarrar una ahorita y dije, no, ya mejor
Yeah.
no. Ya me dijeron que no.
But le estaba echando el ojito. I was
Yeah.
like
I was
looking at
like-
it the whole time.
This is a good time to go over there.
Nah, dude. You want water?
Sure.
Yeah? You want? ¿Quieres agua?
I'm okay.
Okay. I'm gonna get water. It's a little hot, no?
I don't think so.
No, it's warm, dude.
¿Estás viejo tú, pues?
Yeah. He's a lot older than you.
What?
Oh, yeah, never mind. Don't drink water.
Pues ahí está la botella.
Y sí, ya que.
It was an excuse to be like, ya ves?
You see that
Ni
she said,
modo.
drink out of the tequila bottle, she said.
No, dude, no, not that. Eso sí estoy viejo ya. No, I'm good. But yeah. I saw that on your Instagram que conociste a Grupo Firme.
Hmm.
How long ago was that?
Like, shoot. Was,
Like a year or two?
I
or
think
sí?
a year, yeah. April of 2022,
Yeah.
22.
I
Did-
think.
Did you open for them or what was it? Did you just see them or?
They had their entrega de estrellas in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Them and their manager, what's his name, Israel, and they did a whole the whole thing with press and everything. People from Mexico. We were the music and entertainment for the event. So,
No, you were talking about Grupo Firme?
Yeah.
we were just the musical entertainment for that ceremony.
Did you get a vibe with them and kind of hang out with them, or not really? Not really.
Not really. Like, we were I was promised, we were all promised to like get a chance to like hang out with them, pero like
Dang.
They,
doing us
like-
dirty like that, Grupo Firme.
yeah, no, I had to like sneak my way through the back. They weren't gonna let me through the door because they were in the other room taking pictures and talking to the press. But I saw other performers on the other side, and I was like, hijos de su madre, what about me? I'm like, how do you not recognize me?
That's how you
Like,
treat talent.
I know. That's what I said. The security guard was like, no. And I'm like, excuse
you know
me,
who
sir.
I am?
Exactly. Yo toda nana y él bien alto. And I'm like,
on the
excuse
billboard,
me.
boy.
Oh my gosh. Pero at one point, I don't know what happened, but like I just like pushed the door extra and salí. And then I saw Israel's his mom. She's like, ay, déjala, déjala. So she saved me. She let me get back there.
Shout out to the señora.
Yeah, she was the reason why I was able to like get a picture with them. But yeah, no, those other people did me dirty. They didn't even save me, bro. Oh yeah, don't forget about her, dude. They just saw me. I was like, I'll remember, bro. I'll remember. Ya sé quiénes son.
I remember faces too.
I remember.
Yeah, I'm salty like that too. Yeah.
You forget everything, dude. How do you remember faces?
No, I remember things like that.
Oh, things que when you get salty.
Yeah, when I get salty. Yeah. I get,
Maybe we should get salty more often, dude, because so you can remember stuff.
no. Do you think that these guys? Do you think these guys are like normal, as in like an average person on the streets, or do you think that like the people from like Grupo Firme, that they're just like so talented? You think they just have like a different aura to them? You think that they're just super talented?
Well, they have a different aura now.
Now they do. You think?
I feel like their aura now is so different than where they started out at. They started out really humble. They started out doing what I was doing, going to these events every time, trying to show your stuff, trying to get someone to notice you. And then for them to like not pay attention to other people that are in the same industry, it's like, how dare you? You know, it's a struggle. Like, I don't know. I shouldn't be resentful. I mean, it's their time, it's their day, but it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of am sad to see how sometimes fame can get to people's heads. I hope to never be like that. You know, people are super nice when I do interviews and all that. And sometimes it's weird to me when they're being so nice and so like, here's this, here's that. Because I'm very independent. Like, oh no, where's the water? Where's this? Where's that? I'll get it, you know? And it's so weird when they treat me like that because I'm just very, Pero, I don't know. I just feel like after a while, some people's aura does change in the music industry. I feel like I'm back in high school. I feel like I'm the oddball out again because I'm just sitting back watching everyone. I'm just watching everyone talk, engage, all like the popular singers hanging out, taking shots and hanging out. And I'm just like, just kind of chilling and observing, you know.
I think that's how it is everywhere, though. I think in everything, como que, I understand what you're saying, como que it's all just a show. It's all just like in between them. It's like como los jocks o algo así, you know, kind of like,
yeah.
for a better word, pero that's how I see it. You know, como que uno no los conoce. On camera, I mean, as a fan, you're like, oh shit, cool, you know, but as backstage or anything like that, I feel like people are going to be turned off. And I think that goes for anybody for the most part. Because a lot of times people always say, nah, this guy he wasn't cool, you know, but cuando está la cámara, they're always cool, you know?
Yeah, and it's true. It's true. There's one person I can like think of immediately right now. Okay, as soon as the camera passes, their aura was like, ah, and it's like you weren't doing that 5 seconds ago before the camera swapped on you. It's like it was just kind of like annoying how like animated and almost felt artificial it was. It was like, I don't know. It just didn't sit right with me. I didn't like it. Pero I don't know. I just try to be as real as I can. And I feel like I'm the one who's hanging out with all of the people who work behind the scenes. I feel like I'm always talking to like the people that do cameras, the people that do interviews, people who are saying like, yeah, nadie nos pela. And I'm like, me too, you know? I'm like, I'm sitting with them. I'm not sitting with everyone, with all the other singers and creators, you know? Even though I feel like I should be because I need a network, pero it's not me. It's not what I do. No soy así.
You feel fake, pues.
I feel fake.
Como que you're just,
it's not me being in that ambiente. Like it's not like I don't like drinking. I like drinking. I like having fun, but it's just not my crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they drink a lot, dude. You'd probably blend right in, dude.
Huh. Nah, I'm good.
They're all different in there, bro.
I thought I heard they had already split. Was that
Who?
just
A Grupo Firme.
Was
I
that
don't
just-
know. I
Did
don't
they?
know. I heard a rumor that they had split too, but they haven't posted.
because you just see
really
things
anything.
online, but I don't really look into it to see if it's true.
Yeah.
I just came across it. I'm like, I don't really care, but I just thought it was curious. But
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
you
know.
should look into
either.
it, dude.
I should
Yeah,
for reporting
yeah.
purposes, news reporting purposes.
No, that's crazy too. I will spill a little other beans, get not too much, but like I had one of the biggest names in Mexican music, Mariachi. It was really sad finding out like how they would rip off other people and musicians and how they like buy out radio stations just to play their music. So it's so hard being like the underdog and trying to like come out. And it really sucked finding that out because I really looked up to this person. I grew up listening to their music. My dad was in love with this singer. He loved his voice and his music. So it was like devastating finding out that one of the people that I really liked and enjoyed their music now just medio sabe que. Like the music just doesn't sit the way it once did. I don't even listen to their music anymore.
It's tough. I think that's that with a lot of things, whether it's sports, también, music. The reason why I related to sports is because a lot of the kids grow up like, looking up to Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi or whatever it is, and then they realize I'm like, when you get older, dude, it's just business. They could care less, And a lot of these big clubs, and we all know that, but once you find out the dirty stuff, you realize, damn, this is how shit moves, and you're like, huh. But then you realize everything's like that. It's just you're just not in the field to know what goes on behind doors.
Yeah, and I think that's why now when I go to Vegas, I just sit back because I already know what's going to happen. So-and-so is going to party. So-and-so is going to go up and do this. Not my thing. Why do I want to stay up and party with people who, I don't know, who I don't know nothing about? I don't know. I don't want to be fake, I guess. I just don't.
It's fake, yeah. Go ahead.
No, tú.
No, I think that's what it is. I know what you're saying. It's like como que you're I think you're I don't know. I think at one point you're like, I mean, I could go with them, but then I'm just not me. If I really want to be there, I could. But okay, like that's just me. That's not how I roll. And then you're like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people come across that. I don't think it's just you. I think it's just everybody in general. If they're trying to pursue something.
Yeah.
So
I need to find more of them.
that's why they say don't lose yourself in the journey, No te pierdas when you're trying to do something, because at one point it could maybe not be you,
Yeah.
You're just trying to please everything or blend in or something. Y al último ya, it's not the person you were that wanted to be there. So
No, I'm just sitting back, relaxing. Like I said, just watching and observing everything. I guess I'm a very observant person. Like, I veces when I start off, I start quiet, and mostly because I'm just like analyzing the room. Does this person like to talk? Does this person keep to themselves? So I'm just kind of watching. Pero like, I just watch everything unfold, and I just figured if people want to talk to me, ahí estoy sentada. I'm not doing anything. So if people really want to talk to me, they'll come up to me. But since they don't, I'm not tripping. I'm fine.
I think that's why social media is so important. I think that's like our only like I don't want to say advantage because they have that too, but it's like it's where we can break out. No, it's like that's where we can shine, I guess, because it's like they can't stop us on social media, right?
No, but I feel like
It's tough though.
you are kind of right, because I feel like that's how I've been able to connect and engage with other people that have and think similar to what I think and what I believe in. It just sucks that they're not here. I wish a lot of them were a lot closer, but it is nice and it is fulfilling to know I'm not the only one.
I could see that. When are you planning on releasing your single?
Mm,
Do you have like a time of year or a month or something? Or not really?
pues que viene, pues hopefully fines de octubre
Oh, it's
for
coming up.
for spooky season.
Spooky season.
Yeah, I'm trying. But yeah, it's definitely. I don't know where I went with this single. This definitely took a turn for me. I went like total like almost goth maybe with mariachi, and I was like, ay ay ay, ¿qué estoy haciendo? But I'm excited. I feel like if people love Wednesday Adams, I'm sure some people will find this style of mariachi appealing. So it's a little dark, but I am excited to launch it because it's way different than what I used to do. I all of my stuff before is a lot of like cultural, a lot of dance. This one I had a little bit more fun. I got a little artsy with it, so I'm excited.
Nice.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Um, are you gonna release a music video with it too at the same time?
No, todavía estoy trabajando en eso.
Yeah.
Voy por pasos.
We have.
How hard is making a music video?
Um, it can be an all day thing. I am very particular on my angles, how I want the film to look. So I'm fortunate enough that I have a really good director that sees, like, we see eye to eye in a lot of stuff. So what's also funny is that he doesn't even speak Spanish. He doesn't even like is güero. he doesn't this ain't his thing, but because I loved his films and all the stuff that he's recorded so much, I emailed him and I reached out to him. I'm like, "You willing to do music video?" He's like, "Yeah." So what I ended up having to do is I translate all of my like lyrics so he can understand the pasión when I'm singing, and then he'll like chop it up into sections for him to piece together. But that's how we do it. I have to like translate it for him so he understands why maybe I'm reacting the way I am. Like, why is she so angry right here? Well, because the lyrics are a little angry. Pero me dicen la malandrina, and then the last music video that we released was Entre tus maletas. Those were both done by my director, Jonathan Mars.
Nice. Is it hard to translate Mexican music into English?
Sometimes, yeah, because I feel like some things get lost in translation. I'm like, this sounds, there needs more pasión to this sentence.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's the word that it translates to, but it's like, but it has more emphasis in Spanish. I don't know how to like elaborate on it. It's like, it's this, but times 10.
Yeah, that's hard. Have you thought about that? Have you
About
thought
what?
about that? It's just like certain words in Spanish, it could be one word,
Yeah.
but it takes maybe 4 words to like explain what that means in English.
It's always like that, and it's vice versa too. Sometimes some music in English, you translate in Spanish, it's not the same. Pero I think nosotros siempre estamos como en español. It's more of a, what would you call it? Not romantic language. Como que hay más pasión en todas las palabras, you know?
Por eso digo.
Es como dicen, you know, like I think I heard this once. It's like, oh, I love you, you know, like the I love you, it gets used all the time, you know. Pero que dices te amo o amar es diferente. Se siente como diferente,
It's
you know.
different. You think about it before you
So
say it.
that's a different, you know, that was an example that I heard once, and like, it is true, you know, like it's different, a lot different for sure.
Have you ever thought about how artists that are not big artists that are not Spanish or Mexican listen to our music, like a Snoop Dogg, or like how they really enjoy our music too? Have you thought? Have you seen that?
I mean, I only seen Snoop Dogg, and that's ya después de grande.
Still though, I mean,
No,
like,
pues sí. I mean, he just started like what, 5 years ago?
I don't know.
Yeah, because before, no, I think he just trying new stuff. you
Yeah,
know?
just
Yeah.
trying new
I
stuff.
don't think he's listening to mariachi though.
Who was he? Who
We
was he
said,
with?
I mean,
He was a
Vicente
little-
Fernandez. I think everything.
I think
no?
I think he was a big Vicente Fernandez fan.
Was he?
Yeah.
Por
I
ejemplo,
didn't
se
know that.
murió. I think one of his concerts he
Yeah,
played. He
He did a
Oh, cool.
tribute to
Yeah.
he did a tribute to him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You have to look it up on YouTube. But he's done a lot. He's done I think a song he did with what's the guy's name with the accordion?
no,
The
no,
big- the
dude,
older
there's
guy?
a lot of them.
Ayala?
Ayala, yeah, Ramon Ayala. He did a song with Ramon Ayala.
Oh, I don't know.
He's even jumped on the song on songs with people like that. I thought it was pretty cool, you know.
Yeah, I think didn't he do someone did some sort of like rap with like what was it, Banda M? Was
It was
it?
Snoop Dogg.
Was it Snoop Dogg? too?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
jumped
it
on
was
with a couple
actually, yeah.
people.
Okay.
And then Ice Cube did one, but I don't think it was like an official song.
Oh,
Wasn't that coming out?
I think Ice Cube was with Los Dos Carnales. Or
Really?
I think so. Something like that.
Or I thought there was one that was recently coming out. I could be wrong.
I think this one was newer. Maybe I don't know. This
Big
one was
John,
newer.
can you look it up?
Rappers with Mexican artists. Well, actually, Snoop Dogg has a lot of it. I told you he had a lot, dude. It goes back to like 2016. Yeah, 6 years. Yeah.
Wow. He does like us.
You're good at reading, dude.
Let me see. It doesn't matter. That's you were right. It's gonna come up with
What? Yeah.
It's gonna come up with Mexican rappers that have aligned with Mexican artists. But no, he's a few. I think he really likes it, and he's put it on his platform a lot. So I thought that was cool. But it's growing, and I think what it is, is that now that a lot of Spanish people have been coming up with Spanish music, and it's like really growing. And now with the Fuerza Regida and Grupo Firme kind of music, that's going more mainstream. I think that's why a lot of more rappers are trying to like get in the bandwagon.
Yeah. Well, they're also trying to get into the corridos tumbados.
Yeah, a lot of that.
Yeah, which makes sense. That I guess could be our equivalent to like
Rap.
Gangster rap.
I mean, all their chains and stuff.
Yeah.
The way they dressed.
But we wear our sombreros and
That's different.
we
Yeah.
carry stuff.
Shakira did a single with Fuerza Regida.
That was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought so
I
too.
haven't heard of that one. Is
That
it
one's
out?
new. That one just came out.
She's so
Dude,
good.
Shit, put it on right now.
They're gonna.
Oh yeah.
On the way home.
Yeah, on the way home.
But watch it. It's a good music video, and I like the message behind it también. Like that's the thing. It's like not only did she just make it catchy, but I like that she kind of went back to her early like 90s style of lyric, because I feel like that's what I miss about Shakira, is how like she was more poetic and more her lyrics before had stuff about social injustices, and then eventually it got really poppy, which is, I mean, everyone goes
mainstream.
through phases. But now she kind of hit back to that, like, and I'm just like,
her old shit is good, dude. You never heard of her old shit?
Not much, to be
Oh
honest.
no, huh?
Not much.
He was born in 2000. Not bad.
ay, ay, ay. What do you know? He doesn't know pies descalzos.
Question. Selena or J Lo?
Selena.
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 Right away. I guess I was the only one that picked J Lo.
He's been the only one out of like 20.
Why?
Why, dude? Explain why. Do you even know her music?
Yeah, I know her music.
Okay, sing one.
I'm not gonna sing her music.
Okay, anything.
That's probably why, because she came out with music more when I was growing
You know,
up. That's
the one I
probably
used to
what it
like was Ja Rule and her.
Yeah, I haven't heard of him in a long. I heard of him in a long time.
And I'm
You're from
cool,
Texas.
something like that. I don't know.
No.
Anything for Selena. See,
Yeah,
he
that's
gets
what
it.
the last
He
person said,
gets
too.
it.
Everybody says
He's from
that.
Texas though, so I think that they're really focused on Selena, because she was from Texas, right, John? Just Tejana.
Aww.
Damn.
Yeah. Instead of asking them where you were when 9/11 happened, they ask each other where you were when Selena died.
Oh my god.
Damn. Cold-blooded.
Oh my god. I like that.
Here, John, your phone.
So that's exciting. So you got the single coming out sometime late October, you said. Or late October, early November. Do you have any events coming up?
Supuestamente I have an event coming up in December in Vegas. I don't know too much about the deets. I never really find out until like a few days prior.
A few days? Dang, they don't give you a heads up.
Not really.
Dang.
Or my manager doesn't really give me much of a leeway. Pero for reals, I veces que these events don't message you like weeks in advance. You legit find out like 5 days prior, because the event managers are like super busy, you know, answering everyone else. So I'm like harassing them sometimes, but hay veces que ya, I'm not getting responses until like days before my event.
Damn.
Dang. I would be anxious or like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd have like.
¿Qué se va a hacer? ¿Se va a hacer o no se va a
That's what I
hacer?
said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It-
I couldn't do that. That's
You
rough.
said you had a manager. How long you been with your manager?
She's my mom, momager,
Okay.
Momager.
momager.
Okay.
She's also the songwriter
Okay.
for
Really?
my album. Mm-hmm.
We asked her if she had family that did music, and she's like, "Well, I
I
don't
said my
know."
mom.
Yeah,
She's like, "My mom and dad, kind of."
so
my
my-
mom writes my music.
Que escuchaba the old stuff that she grew up. Yeah, dude.
And I said she was in a band.
Dang, that's awesome.
Speaking of your mom, I did see that you guys had no. Your mom had a picture with Bronco, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was.
What year was that? Like, was that in Mexico or acá? Or dónde?
probably here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got pictures with Bronco. She's got pictures with other bands from like the 80s. I remember she's got one with Marco Antonio Solis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
It's kind of cool going through El Baúl de Recuerdos. And now I'm with Grupo Firme. That's my equivalent to my mom's Broncos. It's like, yay.
That's a cool feeling for sure.
Dang.
Do you
Yeah.
even know who Bronco is, dude?
Yeah, dude, he was a shit, dude.
Oh,
All my uncles would listen to that kind of music.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't think I have any Bronco music on my playlist, to be honest.
You
I
should.
I have a lot of like '90s, early 2000s Mexican music, but he's not on. The
I
list.
remember we had cassettes de Bronco.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Probably should have kept them all.
All of them had my same jacket, all posed
I
like
know. I
this.
saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you buy
Banda
that?
machos.
Did you buy your jacket like that, or did you do that yourself?
Oh no, this one came already así.
Yeah, it looks good.
Lucky for me, less work,
Hell yeah.
but I like it. But I feel like I'm banda machos. It makes me think of like 90s banda.
Mm-hmm.
We should have matching jackets like that, dude.
Who?
Us.
Matching?
Yeah,
I
that'd
wouldn't
be
say
tight.
matching.
With the hat.
matching.
Yeah, I would
different
rock
color.
it, but not matching though.
I think matching would be
I'd
tight.
rock it.
Yeah.
I think that'd be tight.
Well, get some. Hey, look some up, John. See where we can get them.
Jamie.
Get a bolo tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. So you said maybe an event in December in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
What would that event be for?
I think it's for a church, some sort of festivities that they're doing. So I'm just gonna go entertain, have a good time, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, I feel like as far as events go, nothing too major right now besides just mostly focusing and finishing up the final work and setup for these singles.
How about performing locally? Do you try not to do that right now because of you being so busy with your single?
No, I'm trying to get gigs out in Portland. I'm trying to get gigs out locally too. I know Salem recently had some sort of cultural event. I think you guys went to it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that was happening. I would have wanted to.
It was the first year.
Ah,
It was the first year.
Oh, good.
The city. We were told that the city was a major person in like hosting it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was new for everybody.
I heard it was just quick though.
It was-
Como que
it
no
was very
tenían muchos
quick.
contactos. It was just like that one person. It was one person from the
yeah,
city, no?
yeah. So the way they explained it to us was that I don't think they knew if they were gonna get funding for the event, so they didn't like post it everywhere. But then probably a few days before the event, they saw that they did have the funds for it, and then they threw it. But I don't think the people they wanted to invite, I don't think that they gave them enough time, and I think they wanted it to be a little bit different. But I think that this is gonna be an ongoing event every year. So
Nice.
next year I think it's gonna be a lot different.
Cool.
Yeah.
I
Where-
think so too.
Where was that? At the Capitol?
No,
Aquí?
right here at the riverfront.
Oh,
Yeah. So they had a lot of they had vendors, they had people with food,
uh-huh.
they had dancers and singers and stuff. There was a lot of I don't think they gave enough people enough time for like artisanal vendors and stuff. I think they would have wanted more local people to show up, and I think a lot of them were more like corporate businesses that were there, had a booth and stuff. So, but first year, I think that's what it was. So they said they wanted it to be a little bit different, but they were limited to time. So
Well, hopefully someday it's something similar to what was going on in Portland, because that's pretty much what El Grito is, what the whole Cinco de Mayo is, well, the Cinco de Mayo's over at the waterfront. So yeah, it gets really nice and lots of food. I don't know how, I'm hoping that it gets big down here too in Salem because we have such a big community down here. So it's crazy for me that we don't have anything.
It was the same
And surroundings.
weekend, huh?
Monday?
It was the same weekend then, huh? Del Grito.
It was el 16, yo fui a cantar.
That was last week or no? Or last week was the
That was-
22nd, no?
I don't even know what today is.
Because I was gonna say they would have just called it El Grito. I'm sure a lot more attraction
Yeah,
también.
well, they said that they didn't do it for El Grito. They said that it was for Latin Month Heritage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they happened to do it on.
I know that's
El
what I'm saying,
Grito.
but and then it goes back to the person that set it up was get a lot of controversy. Dijiste que.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think he wants to call it that, but he also wants to benefit from it.
I don't know. I read online that the gentleman that was hosting the event was he was a big reasoning or advocate for Measure 11.
oh, I think I remember reading that.
So he was getting a lot of hate because they let him be in charge of hosting this Latino Month Heritage thing. So I don't know.
Dang, no, I heard
Yeah,
that too. I
yeah.
forgot that I did.
It's something like that. But I mean, yeah, dude. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not. But if it is, it's kind of fucked up. But I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why are they letting him
I know.
run this? Money
Yeah,
talks.
yeah, and it just goes back to the same thing, you know, like, oh, no los quiero, but I like the Mexican food, you know. Then that kind of
No los quiero, but I like to go to Cancun.
no, that's literally what it is. ¿Me entiendes?
Good one.
So, but yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, don't go.
Don't go.
Don't go next year.
I'll go next year. Yeah, I don't know. And it was funny because we were going to the event and then we were hanging out here before we went to the event, and I read that and then I showed him and he's like, oh damn, he's like, that's fucked up. But you just never know when you read all these things online. You never know what's true and what's not true until you look into them. So
I know. And then I get nosy. Then I start reading the comments.
Did you look into it though?
I didn't look into it. No.
I'm the same way though. I look at the comments.
I'm a metiche. I'm like, okay, let's look. Let's do some dirty work.
Let's eliminate all these Karens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah, because it's, yeah.
You know what? I don't even think I saw it on Facebook. I think I saw it on my, I saw the actual article that they sent me that was for a website. So there were no comments, or I would have looked at the comments too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't remember who did it. It was like some local news thing, article thing.
This was on a local page on Instagram. I follow. Talks about stuff here in Salem, stuff that's happening, changes that they're trying to do, and that was one of the things that they mentioned was the guy that was running all of this and how he was against all of that. So that's how I got the scoop.
Maybe it's true then.
It is true.
Yeah.
Damn. No vayan.
No, I am.
I don't know. If they do enough complaining about it, I'm sure that they're just gonna have somebody else organize it next year. I mean, the city has plenty of employees to be able to have.
It's not like they can't be like,
organize it.
here, be the face
Mm-hmm.
of it, but
Yeah.
this guy is still gonna run it behind the
Yeah.
show. It's like,
Yeah.
there's no winning. It always just feels like the Wizard of Oz. There's always the guy behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't go.
To our own event.
Was it yours? Did you guys have a tent?
No, we
No.
didn't. No. We just went last minute. We had a podcast at 2, and somebody was running a little bit late, so they didn't show up till 1. So we only went for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And then that somebody said he was going to get food, and he saw the line, and he's like, I don't even want food. So, yeah, not pointing fingers at anyone, but
Yeah, John. Dude, I was here on time. As a matter of fact, you told John at 1 that we had a podcast at 2. Right, John?
we asked one of our last guests, we're like, hey, we're like, what's the best excuse that you have heard for someone being late? And now both of these guys are trying to use the excuse on me. They said just don't. He said don't admit to being late. Say I was not late. This is the time you told me to show up. Now both of these guys are using the same excuse.
I wasn't late. Y'all's are early.
Yeah, see, that's their excuses now.
Yeah, we were
but-
early. I don't know where you were, but
I don't know, I guess- So yeah, hopefully next year, if that is the case, hopefully the event is planned by somebody else, and hopefully they get a lot more vendors and just
Engagement.
a lot more engagement. Yeah,
Is there really nothing like that down here in Salem?
as in what
Like big events like that?
for Hispanics?
Yeah.
Nah, not really.
Not really.
Really?
No, see, and when I was asking, I was talking with somebody. They were trying to compare it to like, they're like, yeah, because there's always events, Hispanic events, but they were talking about concerts. But I'm like, it's not the same thing.
Mm-mm.
But they're talking about Mexican concerts, and I'm like, yeah, it gets popping with Mexican concerts. Um, but like for example, when like the beer fest comes, is that what it's called? The beer fest. That gets, remember we've gone. It gets packing with vendors.
Yeah, but I don't know what it's called.
No, I don't know what it's called
Yeah.
either. No, no, no,
No.
no, no, no. It's a local.
It's a lot of
beer
vendors,
people. So it's
yeah.
like the same thing. It's like if they give the people enough time in advance, I'm sure that the Hispanic community. I mean, we're
Mhm.
surrounded by Hispanic.
But Hispanic
communities.
community sí está, no más que it's only a little bit. No son muchos.
You don't think so?
No.
¿Cómo que no son muchos aquí? I feel
No,
like
no, no, no. Los see if they have an event, there's only a
Uh-huh.
few.
Oh, a few events.
Yeah. No, a few tents, dude.
Oh,
why do
There-
you think there's but I'm sure people from Portland are willing to come down. I've seen some vendors go from event to event to event all around in the Portland
They could
surrounding
do,
areas.
if they do a Latino one, I think since it's the first year they did it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, pero normalmente cuando hacen uno, there's not a lot of Latino ones. The typical ones are usually the taco ones, like la comida de tacos,
Oh my
you know.
gosh.
but then that's not just Latino. It's just
Food.
food.
Yeah, it's not celebrating us.
So
Yeah.
it's a Taco Tuesday thing.
Yeah.
Last time there was a cultural, like 2 months ago, I went to. Y ese sí tenían de todo, pero honestly era de todo, pues, you know, not just Latinos. Y sí había Latinos, but it's the same thing, you know. But all Latino, no, that we know of, no.
I don't think so.
Dang.
I don't think so.
I think people would know, because I mean, everyone has something going on, you know.
Salem's not that big.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
But we do have a lot of beans. So I'm just shocked that like there's like no events.
yeah,
That
yeah,
really
I don't
shocks
know.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now that
they just probably think it's not a big enough market or something that probably they won't go.
are the events in Portland.
I lived off of Lancaster.
Are the events in Portland hosted by Mexicans? The Mexican events?
El Grito. Well, the guy that contacted me, he was, I don't know if he was Mexican, but he spoke Spanish. He was Latino. So I'm hoping that the people that were setting it up were.
Is there a lot of Mexican events or Latino events in Portland?
I mean, we have our annual stuff. El Grito, Cinco de Mayo. And then occasionally there might be some singers meeting up, having a concert. People will meet up there. También conciertos, but yeah. But we have our annuals, the El Grito y El Cinco de Mayo. We have that at least.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why. Because if they don't even do events like that in Portland, why would they do them here? That's probably what they think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could be.
But you have your own waterfront.
Well, but if Portland doesn't do it, they're probably like, Portland's not doing it for a reason. They have more population, more people may go, more vendors may be willing to go up there. So like, it's kind of, I don't know how. I'm assuming it's probably pretty expensive to host an event like that. I don't know. And then they have to book talent. I don't know if talent. Highly doubt talent is free. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. I mean,
I'm
that's-
not free.
Yeah. See?
I
Yeah,
was gonna say no.
That's probably what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be that other cities are doing it at the same time. You know, como si es el
Oh,
grito.
yeah.
Why we have a grito here when
They're gonna go to
it's-
Portland.
Yeah,
Yeah, that too.
could be a lot of things, but
They can get a banda. They can hire someone here. It's not
Mhm.
like they can't. But it's, I guess we'd have to really find someone to like really push for this. But I'm just shocked overall that you guys still don't have that down here.
well, maybe we should start it, dude.
Yeah, start it.
Do
Be in
it
charge of it.
Next time,
Yeah.
next year.
next year, yeah.
Bang.
Right, John?
We'll have John do it all. We volunteer him for a lot of things.
John's the face.
We need
Mira, si hace bien, we get him Mexican tacos. If he doesn't do a good job,
authentic Mexican
we
tacos.
get him Taco Bell.
Sometimes
No,
he only
nothing
gets
wrong
our
with Taco
tacos.
Bell, but you know.
And then when he's really bad, Jack in the Box.
Oh yeah.
No, Jack in the Box is a little.
They got
better than Taco
tacos,
Bell.
Jack in the Box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Qué malos son.
He's used to us. He's worked with us for a really long time. He like,
It is malo.
He's
yeah.
like, I'll take the tacos.
I got a few questions.
Uh-oh.
So do you believe in conspiracies?
No, but I do find them fascinating.
What about superstitious?
No, I'm not superstitious, but I do think that there are ghosts. I'm not gonna say that they're not. I feel like I don't know if you've even seen it. Have you guys seen the movie Ghost?
Yeah.
I feel like when people die, sometimes that's where they're at. They're just stuck in this like fifth or whatever, fifth dimension. Like they can see things and do things, but like they can't like touch us. I feel like that's kind of what happens when we're dead, but I don't feel like certain rituals or certain things makes them go away or brings them closer. I think it's just a matter of energy. I feel like if you pray hard enough and you call for them, they're going to feel your good vibes and your intentions and they'll come see you.
Why do you think they get stuck?
I don't know if they get stuck. I just think that's where we go sometimes. I don't know if it's my form of heaven, but it's the best way I could explain odd things happening. Because how do you explain that? Like when something isn't there and like you're saved or something saved you.
Yeah.
I remember vividly my dad was singing karaoke at our house when we were living here in Salem. We had in una mesita, my mom had unos adornos and we had 2 shot glasses. And the table's probably where your feet are at. And I'm like sitting down trying to listen to my dad sing. And then out of nowhere, one of the shot glasses just dink. And my dad like looked over at me and he's like, "Why'd you do that?" And I was just like, that wasn't me. And I was so shooken up by then. But recently, like my grandfather had passed away in Mexico. So that was the only thing I can think about. Was like, is he frustrated? Is he still here? Like, is he trying to be like, mírenme?
Have you heard of that, dude? I've heard that a lot of Mexicans say that that's how when people pass away, that's how they say despiden. Like little weird things like that. They say that that's like them despidiéndose de uno. Have you heard of that?
No, not really.
I remember too one time we had moved into these new apartments, and I remember that in the middle of the night, it was probably like 2-3 in the morning, and our blender went off. Like it only happened once, and we lived there for years. The blender would always be plugged in, pero no tenía nada, right? So I mean, we had already been sleeping for a couple hours, and the next thing you know, the blender goes off. And they woke up, and then my dad turned it off and everything, but they all got spooked, right? And then they went, and I don't know exactly what they are. No sé si son las hojas del maíz, the corn. But they went and they got those bendecidas, and then they put it as a cross on our front door. And apparently that they say that's what Mexicans do when they see something abnormal like that, that's supposed to like protect the house. But that's kind of similar. But yeah, no, I don't know about this blender thing, but yeah, I've heard some things like your shot glass that they say that when people pass away, that's kind of how they like como se despiden.
I feel like maybe that's just them saying, "I'm here." I know if I were a ghost, I'd be a brat. I would be messing with you so hard, like, haha.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I am. I didn't know we could swear. Yeah, I'd fucking mess with you, bro.
Damn.
You'd be
You're
tripping
like,
out.
don't cross me. Watch out for esa reída.
Shit.
Yeah, you think that was a rock? That was my foot,
That was
son.
my foot, boy.
No, but so I feel like I have my ofrenda and all of that. Like that, I also like put up my pictures, and like I am more of like an energy. I feel like they know when I'm praying. They know when I'm like trying to ask for them. I feel like if I pray hard enough, I'm not asking them to solve my problems. I'm just asking them to just be in the room present with me. So I just believe if I radiate enough energy, they're going to come with me.
So that stuff doesn't scare you?
No, I mean, it still spooks me.
Yeah.
Because, like, whew. Pero I feel like I try to see it from their perspective that, yeah, I can't see them. So how else are you going to get someone's attention? How else are you going to get them to notice you? So, yeah, it spooks me, but also from their perspective, it's like, I was just good. Yeah, from the movie Ghost. Uno se desespera. Like, what do I do? What do I touch? What do I move? But maybe after a while, they get good at it. Maybe my grandpa got good at that shot glass, but I was spooked. The other one did not move. No mas, just the one. It legit looked like someone just pink. It didn't crack, but it spooked.
Do you have any experiences like that?
Nah, dude. I don't think so. Nah.
No.
Mm-mm.
Damn, ghosts don't like you. You're not interesting
It
enough.
could be, dude. Could be.
He's so tired.
Yeah. No, did I remember? No. I always hear stories, and I believe in all that. I mean, you have to, you know? I think it's all about the energy, todo eso. So, but nah, dude, hold on. But let me go back. You don't know the movie Ghost?
No, I've never watched the movie.
Dude,
Ghost.
you're a true 2000 kid.
When did the movie come out?
1990. John?
90 or 89?
89.
Is it 88 or 89?
89 or 88.
Is it a scary movie?
No, it's like a love story. It's got Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore.
That one? Okay, I thought you guys were talking about different ghosts.
Dude, it's
No,
the
that one.
Ghost. That movie, dude, this like everybody knows about that movie. If you're a true 90s kid,
It's a weird love story between a ghost and a lady.
Yeah, but
You know what ghost movie I
Huh.
did watch?
Casper.
yeah, not even. That was in the 90s también.
No, this movie was from the 90s.
Dead people one?
Huh?
Did I see dead people one?
No, the one with the snowman.
Snowman ghost.
Yeah.
I don't know this.
Where the dad passed away and he turned into the snowman?
The
Jack
fuck?
Frost.
Yeah, Jack Frost.
Those are the ghosts? Okay.
That counts, right?
How did we go from?
So Ghost was 1990.
Oh,
1990.
90.
90.
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze is the ghost of a young man who stays behind to warn his lover of it.
Show him the picture.
Let me see it.
He's gonna remember.
Dude, it's like...
Show him
You
the
don't
pic-
have to watch it all, but it's basically his interactions to how he wants
So
get his girlfriend to notice him.
tonight, get it and
If it's
watch
a scary movie, I ain't watching it.
It's
dude.
not
I
a
can't
scary
do that,
movie.
man.
It's a.
I'm not gonna
He
be able to
said
sleep
it's
at
love,
night.
romantic.
It's like this weird love story, dude.
It's like Titanic.
Let me see the
She's
picture
wearing-
cover or the
Is
movie
it
cover.
them at the pottery scene?
If you see the VHS cover, he'll remember.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting.
Okay. No, the VHS cover doesn't look like anything. It looks like a porno. The blue thing is the VHS cover.
Which
The
one's the
thing
I
with the
remember
holding
the-
hands.
I remember the VHS cover.
That looks weird. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, no, I've definitely
know?
never seen that in my life.
But you saw the...
But I feel like that's my best comparison to people when they pass. They're just there.
If it's not scary, I'll watch it.
It's not scary.
All right, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. She doesn't like scary
It's not
movies
scary
either.
at all.
No.
Hell
So, all right,
It-
maybe we'll watch it.
It's a guy trying to watch out for his girl even after he passed.
Okay.
She can't quite let go. He obviously hasn't let go because he hasn't moved on.
Yeah, see, Jack Frost is saying similar thing. Watching after his son.
You know what? It's all about love, man.
See?
It's all about love.
Yeah,
Freaking Jack Frost.
that's a good movie. That's a good movie. Another thing. What's the weirdest Mexican remedy you've seen or had done to you?
Oh my gosh. Where do I start? My mom used to put perfume on a cotton ball anytime I had a pain in my ear, and then she would just like stick it in there.
Any perfume?
I don't know.
Natural oil stuff.
But
No,
she would like,
Yeah, go-
I don't know. It was just her perfume, and she would just be like, then.
I mean, era alcohol, rubbing alcohol,
Mande?
rubbing alcohol. Yeah.
Oh, really?
But she would use her perfume, and I would just stick it in there, and I would just have to lay down. What other remedies? El huevo, obviously.
Well, we talked about the
Yeah,
huevo.
you have to.
Yeah.
¿A ti te
Um,
pasaban los huevos? No, güey.
No.
Oh.
No. For me,
He's like, no, no.
for me, they would do ajo cocían ajo for your ear. Y luego te ponían ajo.
¿En dónde?
En la oreja. Yeah, you haven't heard of that?
Oh, no.
No,
I
and
haven't heard
what's-
of that
And you know
one.
what's funny? I was
Shit.
telling John about this, and he goes, "Well, yeah, that makes sense." He's like, because he's like, you can go to the store. He's like, and you can get eardrops. And he's like, and they have garlic. And he's like, so that makes sense. And I'm like, damn, my parents were onto something. But yeah, no, that they siempre hacían eso, cogían el ajo y luego with the cotton ball también te ponían el ajo en la oreja.
I think a lot of these are, they've been passed down, and I think a lot of them do work. I think con más distractions y todo, people
Ajá.
evolve, it fades away, or they just change it a little bit. Pero yo pienso que todo viene de algo, viene de the ancient times, the roots, ¿me entiendes? But I believe in all of it, dude, to be honest. I mean, yo creo que de repente sacan una que no, pero... Because you gotta understand, a lot of them, at least my family, vienen de rancho. En rancho vienen de, just so many generations. De vienen de personas indígenas, ancient times, que tienen muchos remedios. Porque los nativos de aquí, los de México, son igual. Ellos viven de la tierra. Ellos viven de eso. So I'm sure over time it just evolves or it just changes a bit.
Yeah.
And people adapt it to their own style, and he said this, but at the end of the day, maybe it started some way and it ends up a different way. But I think it's good though, to be honest.
Yeah.
So,
El vaporú and everything
Oh, yeah.
también.
Yep. Yeah, I grew up with that too.
El sana sana colita de rana. Yeah. I'm trying to think what other weird remedies. I just remember that perfume one because that one just really shocked me. Like, Mom, my ear hurts. And then she just, and I'm like, what?
yeah, dude.
Well, that's weird.
My ear hasn't hurt since I was a little kid. Dude, is that just it only happens when you're a kid or what?
No, dude, it happens all the time. I mean, not for me, but like for
Dude, are you
adults,
kidding?
it happens all the time, dude. No, dude, I think it was I don't remember if it was my brother, my little sister that they would get a lot of like ear pains y luego le ponían el ajo and then they were good.
I didn't even know they put garlic in ear stuff.
Yeah. Te limpia la ceniza.
Go ahead. There's another one where they say like put onions in like
Your socks?
yeah.
Yeah. What is? I don't even know what that cures though. What is the cure?
Like colds, I think was one of them. I don't know if it's like headaches.
I don't remember what it was, but I've heard of that one. Have you heard of that one?
Yeah, que te los pones cuando te duermes, ¿no?
Mm-hmm.
Que en los socks, así para que yeah.
Damn, I don't know.
Is that what your feet always stink for?
Nah, dude, I've never done that, dude.
Ritualistic.
What's the weirdest remedy that you've done with?
I have never done any of them.
The Mexican remedy? You've never done?
I told
I
you
concur.
the kind con el alcohol, a la oreja.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
El vaporú, obviamente. Y mamá dice que yo cuando estaba chico me hicieron unos remedio, pero it was like hardcore, dude. Dice que iba con una curandera or like stuff like that, dude. Que estaba como like I ate something or like it was just like when I was a little kid, dude.
Empachado.
Empachado, que I was just like que no sé qué, I don't know, dude,
Se te
but
cayó la molleja.
I don't know what it was, but she's just que I don't remember exactly what it is, but I'm sure if I ask her, she'll tell me.
Damn, you should have asked that.
No, she did tell us. She told us like probably like a few months ago, pero se me olvida lo que es, dude.
Dude, that age.
Yeah. Hanging out with you, I forget everything.
Don't turn 36, then you start forgetting
Yeah,
things.
dude, I forget everything. And that hang out with him,
I know
Todo
digas
se me olvidó.
eso. I'm not that far behind.
todo se me olvida. I'm like, damn, dude.
I know. I'm like him. I'm starting to get grumpy. People annoy me. I have a bedtime. I
know,
don't want to
dude.
go out.
Dang.
I only have X amount of people socializing capacity in me, and then I'm drained and I'm out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's you. You said it to the T.
He doesn't. Who is it really? Who's the picky eater?
Let me before we end the show. We got the Grinch in the house that doesn't like to try new music, new food.
No, tú eres el Grinch. Este es el
Always
chicken
late.
nuggets.
Damn. Yaritza, we say shit.
That's what
Hasta se me cayeron los... Grinch in the house, you already know.
Bam. I'll take it.
I'll be Scrooge.
Yeah.
I'm also grumpy.
I don't know who that is.
Scrooge, the
I never watched. Is that a movie or what?
Yeah, I know.
Remember, like, Scrooge McDuck swimming through the coins?
Nah.
Him just always being a humbug, just grumpy.
Mm-mm.
He
Nah.
had, like, 3 little nephews.
Nah.
No.
dude.
Dude, in the Rock, dude.
DuckTales?
Wow.
dude.
I feel like we just.
I don't like to
You didn't
watch
have-
new things.
Dude, you never had a childhood. What photo shoot did you do, dude?
I had no cable, dude, growing up.
He watched OPB.
Was that cartoon or what?
Plaza
Plaza
Sesame.
Sésamo. Plaza Sésamo.
Afternoon cartoons.
Do you know what Plaza Sésamo is?
Yes, it's
Okay,
Sesame
what is
Street.
it?
Sesame
Oh,
Street.
okay,
Come
okay.
on, dude.
Okay, I'm testing you, dude. I'm testing you.
Okay, I
Alright,
guess you both have homework. Ghost and Scrooge.
To be honest, I'm kind of scared to watch that movie, dude.
Why?
Dude,
It's too romantic for you?
no, these kind of ghost things kind of scare me. Even if it's not scary, I don't know why. It just kind of freaks me out.
What?
Yeah, it does. It's just I don't know. Like I'm so curious about it. That's why I like asking everybody.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, it freaks me out. So it's like I want to know, but then I'm like, maybe I don't want to know. So it's like I don't know.
But this one isn't with the intent to scare you. This
maybe
is
that'll be a little bit different.
because
you know?
I feel like all of today's movies they have all the jump scares. Este no tiene nada de eso. I don't feel like it's that. It's legit just a guy so in love with his girlfriend. It's like old. It's an old movie, bro.
Yeah,
Don't trip. I hope you
maybe we'll
like it.
watch
And the special effect is sort of from the 90s, so if they try to scare you, you'll start laughing.
Oh my gosh, the effects. I forgot the special effects.
They did a good job.
They were great at the time.
Damn.
It's not Star Wars, but it's...
All right. Well, thank you. We appreciate
Thank
you
you.
coming down, making the drive, knowing a little bit more about your story.
Thank you guys for waiting for me.
No, you're fine. Now we know that you were the ops. You went to Sprague.
Oh shoot. I forgot. Yeah, I revealed too much.
Yeah, you thought we weren't gonna forget that.
No.
You thought we were gonna forget that. I mean,
Yeah, me too.
well, like we said, thank you for
It's a wrap.
your time, and this is a wrap.
Thank you.
Good. Let's get it.